Hi, second grade poets. We are so excited to go into another week of poetry. I can't wait to see what you're going to come up with in your big blue poetry books. Please have this and a pencil ready to go, and we're going to get started with our lesson, our first lesson of the week in poetry. Here we go. Okay, so our learning target for today. I can write a poem about my big feeling. A feeling is an emotion that we have. So maybe a feeling is sad or happy or nervous or scared. So I can write a poem about a big feeling. Puedo escribir un poema sobre mi gran sentimiento. Let's take a look at some of the things that big feeling poems have. Oftentimes, a big feeling poem will have an I feel statement or I felt statement. So when you're thinking about writing your poem, you can think about including those things, how you feel right now or how you felt. A lot of times, poets that write big feeling poems, they use strong words. They also use punctuation that expresses how the author's feeling. And they include drawings inside their poetry book to illustrate the feelings that they had. When we're thinking about a big feeling, this can be something that you're feeling right now. It can be something that you felt a long time ago, or maybe something you felt yesterday. Maybe it's a feeling that you feel a lot, you feel all the time. You're going to choose one feeling to write a poem about. If you'd like to write several poems, more poems about other feelings, we would love that as well. Before you start brainstorming and thinking of some of the big feelings that you want to write about, let's take a look at some of our poet examples. These are all examples by kids like you. This poem is called My Cousin Alexis, and the author, the poet, is named Crystal Yarbrough. Here's Crystal's poem. My cousin Alexis moved. I felt like she was my sister. When Alexis moved, I felt like I was invisible. When Alexis was here, I was happy. We played lots of games. I cannot name them. I miss Alexis a lot. Has that ever happened to you where a friend or a family member has moved away and you don't get to see them as much anymore? Think about the feelings that came up inside your heart and in your brain when that happened. Maybe there's some of the similar feelings that Alexis is writing about. She used some of those feeling sentences, those statements like I feel or I felt. She said, I felt like. She also said, I was happy. She's listing some of the feelings. She also used some strong words. My favorite example of a strong word that Crystal used was invisible. When Alexis moved, I felt like I was invisible. It's a very strong emotion, very big feeling. Let's go to another example. This poem is called Curly Fries, and our poet is Jasmine Rippey. Curly Fries. I hate when Vaughn calls me curly fries. I say, be quiet. Then the other boys call me curly fries. I feel so mad that I could punch them in their stomachs. I hate it when they call me that. Wow, that's a really big feeling that our author, Jasmine, was experiencing. I'm glad she was able to write that out onto her paper or type it to her computer. Probably makes us feel better when we write out what we're feeling, because then it's not trapped inside our hearts. It looks like Curly Fries by Jasmine Uses a lot of strong words like hate. I also liked that Jasmine chose punctuation to express how she was feeling. She uses a lot of exclamation points, like right here. She wrote all capital letters to really show that the boys were like either yelling or making fun of her, teasing her. She used a lot of different exclamation points. And I like how at the end here, she said, I hate it when they call me that. For those letters, she used all capitals, which makes me think, wow, she is serious about this. Like she is very upset. So those are ways to include punctuation to make your poem feel the way the emotion was feeling in your heart. Our last example for today is called Violin Nervous. This is by Hannah. Here's her poem. My violin teacher says, "You're up." No, not me. I wish I was sick. I'm hot pink in the face, but I do it. She even included an exclamation point there. So even though she was really, really nervous, her drawing here illustrates that perfectly. Like she's got sweat coming down from her head. She's just so nervous to go up in front of a lot of people probably and practice her violin. She still does it. She still can do it, just like you guys can do hard things as well. These are all examples of big, huge feelings that these kids have experienced in their life. I want you all to be thinking about a big feeling that you have in your life, and you are going to write a poem about it. Keep in mind, if you like to, you can try using I feel or I felt sentences. Try to use strong words. Use punctuation that expresses how you feel in that big feeling, and include a drawing that illustrates your big feeling. I know you guys are going to do great, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. Awesome job, poets. Yay! Keep going. You're doing awesome.